Alright, welcome to the stream, everyone. Today I decided to stream a little bit how I'm gonna be doing a little tiny project of mine. So, hi, let me just hide this and do like this. Alright, so what we have here is BFO-9000. Wait a second, maybe I'll do it like this so that I can see what I'm doing, right? So this here, right, is a BFO-9000 over there, right? So this is like one half. I have another half as well here, right? So this is a kit for a split keyboard prepared by, I know, Kibio, bought from them. Seems nice quality and whatnot. But yeah, today I'm gonna be doing like soldering. Thank God they have already pre-soldered all the diodes here, because I know that in the previous versions they sent you the diodes and you had to actually solder like every single small tiny piece of electronic equipment on the board. But you know, and I would say for me that would have been insurmountable task because I'm quite new to soldering. Right, what else do we have here? We have our microcontrollers. I bought like two different. Well, first because one of them was a little bit cheaper than the other, right? And second because, well, I wanted to see to easily differentiate between the left and the right keyboard. So here we have like the Elite-C microcontroller, and here we have, I think it's a Pro Micro, right? And header pins as well. We have our lead-free solder wire. I think it's like scandium argentum cuprum, so it's like tin, silver, and copper, right? So it's 3% silver. We also have our switches over here, right? Very quiet. I can put it right to the micro. Yeah, here nothing. I just pushing it right by the micro, like almost pressing on it. And you cannot hear anything. That's a very silent switch. I think they are from, it's a TTC Frozen Switch V2, it's called. Right, we have some tools over here. You probably can see them, but I have my wire cutters to cut off the pins that are a little bit pushing out from the board. I have my, you know, picker, or what's it called? It's like tweezers, right? Have my soldering iron over here. Haven't switched it on yet, and yeah, I mean that's basically it. That not much of equipment otherwise, because you know I just got it very recently, and I decided, what the hell, I'm gonna do it now, right? So on this note, let me see. I just wonder how I can do it like this maybe, right? So that I can see what I'm doing, and I can also see a chat. Okay, it's live. Still cannot see chat. I wonder if I can. There should be a chat or in OBS itself, but maybe you need some kind of an add-on for that. I think there was. Well, I don't see it anyhow. So let's put it over like here. Yeah, perfect. Right, so what are we gonna do? Let's switch on our soldering iron. It's a very cheap one from China. I hope it works. I mean, I tested it yesterday and it worked, and I soldered some testing, you know, just you know, practicing, like soldering those header pins a little bit. Let's see, don't know if you can see it well because camera doesn't have autofocus, but yeah, I tried to solder it and it was quite easy with the silver solder wire. So I was like, yeah, we're doing it live, right? Now, I think silver requires like 360 or something, so let's put our soldering iron here for it to heat up. I hope it does not solder through the holder. That would be very ironic. Right, and I also have a handy guide here open on my main screen. Now let's see. There is a guide, so it says insert Pro micro header pins. So we insert them like so. Those are thankfully very, very tight, so we can easily put them in completely, I believe. Maybe I should fix camera a little bit because I'm gonna be just a tiny bit higher, right? Because I'm pushing those in. It should be fine, and the other ones as well. These ones I had to get from a local store because they they send the, you know, their own kind of this, send the very small pin headers for the other thing, and it should be just one more, so there is not enough, I believe. Or is there enough? Wait a second. Or maybe there actually is enough. No? Yes, maybe. No, well, I mean, I looked at the packaging and it should be a bigger one, essentially, like another one of the long ones, right? And they just gave me two short ones. There should be two long ones and one short one. So I assume that should be right, right? I put the Pro C. I already flashed the Pro C, so it should be fine in that department. And those guys, they sit pretty straight, so I don't need to. Well, I don't have the, you know, the third hand, the holders, so I might need to buy some kind of thing to put it on so it's not as wobbly. Well, I don't know. Should be fine, I guess, like this. It's a little bit wobbly. We put it on the. Oh yeah, I know. I can put it on the switches. I can insert the switches kind of without soldering them in, and then it will be. They will act like legs. Right? They don't fit. Just let me real quick. Because it's upside down, so they are gonna be like this. No, like this. That's curious. And so I cannot insert them from the other side. Where's the... Yeah, because it doesn't fit if I try to insert it from the other side. Well, no worries. I will try to find a way to anchor it somehow so that it's not as... should be good enough, right? Now, I hope the solder's fine. The solder wire has a flux in it, so I don't need to dip anything anywhere. So, and I guess we just get to soldering. It's very, very tiny. I did not expect it to be so tiny. You know what? Let me first test it on just in case something goes wrong, because like the testing thing had those things a little bit wider hole, so it was easier. All right. Well, it's soldered. So I also have a tiny fan to help at least somewhat with the fuse, right? I believe it should work relatively good, and I don't think you will hear it even when it's on max setting. But yeah, it should be fine. It does not pick up on the micro at all. Let's test it again. Okay, it is fine. Maybe we can make it a little bit lower. Yeah. Let's see how it works with 350. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, let's try it. Wow, it eats away at the material very quickly. I think I can fix it. Yeah, or we can fix him, right? Ah, well, yeah, I also have this thing to pull the excess material, I believe, right? We do like so. Now it's soldered it in. All right, I guess it's more or less fine. No, it's way too hot, I think. Let's make it a little bit less. I think it boils the wire way too fast. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's fine. I mean, we just need flux for it to flow in the holes, and it's gonna be fine. And flux is inside the uh, inside the solder wire, right? Like, the main thing I need to check is that I inserted the pins correctly, but I think I did. I actually soldered the wire there. Maybe this is enough material. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, that's quite fumy. Right, the smell's not very pleasant. Let me maybe put this away a little bit and put this a little closer. Yeah, it's a very tiny fan, but I checked it. It kind of it's quite powerful. Not sure about specifically for fume extractions, but yeah, it just flows neatly into the holes. Very satisfying. Yeah, nice and easy. I expected it to be harder. I was very afraid that I'm gonna, I don't know, my hand's gonna be shaky, or I'm gonna solder 2 points together, and then I will not know what to do. But the solder just flows in. It basically does all your work for you. I wonder if I should have soldered here. I mean, this one is a rectangular one, and the other ones are round one. And I mean, soldering is easy. Not sure about desoldering. Desoldering seems, I assume, would be a little bit harder than just soldering. That's way too much. Let's try to pull this off as well. I'm not sure how to properly use this. Oh yeah, that's way too much solder there. Let me clean it with my wire, like copper wire or something like that. And try to remove the excess material again. I want to make it a little bit hotter. I don't know, sometimes it feels like it almost stops. Yeah, sometimes it feels like it stops working for a while. Maybe I need to, you know. Well, I think it should be fine, but I'm not sure about it. We'll come back to it later, maybe. Yeah, this one went fine. Just need not to have excess material on the soldering head, and then it goes real easily. Yeah. Just need to have just enough. Right. No. Accidentally put too much material again. Let's how do I wonder how these things work. Yeah. Do we just have the copper wire to pull the extra material like this? I still need to figure out how to do it properly. So far it's going fine. Yep. Oh, that's way too much. I will immediately remove it because otherwise it's just all gonna go there and I will have another problem on my hand. Yep. It's just about timing, exactly as an Elden Ring. You just time it and remove the soldering iron just in time for the material to flow, but not too much. Alright, I think I have soldered those pins here. I think they are soldered relatively okay-ish. Right? I'm not sure if I can make the camera focus on them. Let's see if I can make it even closer focus. No, oh no, I know that's it goes even higher. Yeah. So that's how I soldered the headers, the pin headers for one of the boards. Now we do the same for the other. But let's remove the, because the first step is the same for both sides, regardless of what microcontroller I'm using, whether it's Elite-C or Microcontroller, something like that. That's Pro Micro, sorry, my bad, misnomer. Let me just put it in. the bag. I like them to be in bags because it's more neat this way, and I will never lose them. Right, and then we go like in the bag. Now we do the same with the second one. Now we put them in down like so. No, they are a little bit prickly, you know, when you push them in. They kind of are going a little bit. I need to return the focus on the working. Yeah, I should be fine, right? And then we go like this. It would be a shame to break it, obviously, because it costs quite well, not an insignificant amount of money, let me say. Alright, they seem to be flush with the board. Now we get to soldering those. Obviously, afterwards, I will need to solder all 110 switches, I believe, and it's gonna be quite a journey, I would say. All right. Find here, remove excess material. Yeah, I've been waiting to do it for quite some time because I got sick of my old keyboard. It was hurting my wrist very, very mightily, and I thought, what if there was a keyboard that allowed me to have different angles for left and right hands? Because, you know, it's not very convenient to have your hands like this when you are working with the keyboard, right? And I thought, well, I know those keyboards that are split, but they're still one piece, so they are kind of the halves of the keyboard still part of one solid block of plastic, right? But they are spread on a certain angle. But I thought, like, what if that's not the angle that I want to have, right? What if it's not the angle that would be convenient for me, right? And I'm like, well, there should be some keyboards that are, well, split, and apparently there are. But the problem with split keyboards is that they are quite expensive, right? If you buy ready-made, they cost up to like well, not up to, but not necessarily starting from. They start from about, I don't know, 60 or something like that, right? And they go up to like 1,000 or maybe even more. I don't know, for some artisan ones, right? And and even like another problem is that most of the split keyboards have low number of buttons. So only after buying this one with 110, I kind of thought, well, you can use some kind of functional key, like assign on a regular keyboard, to assign more than one function to a button, but then it will not be as convenient. I really wanted to have for the keyboard to have the numpad, because you know it's way more convenient with a numpad, especially when you are dealing with numbers. And I won't say I deal with numbers quite a lot, but I deal with numbers somewhat. Right? You sometimes have to input a lot of numbers in the keyboard, in the computer, I guess. And with a numpad, it's just so much more convenient, right? Come on, slow. No, I don't think it flew. I don't know what's with me and this ground wire. I always bungle up this ground pin. Alright, let's see how it goes with the rest. Yeah, people make soldering look harder than it is. I mean, I make soldering look, I thought of soldering as going to be harder than it was. Yeah, by the way, yeah, sorry for not streaming Elden Ring or any kind of, gaming recently. I kind of got to this Mountain of Giants and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just doing the same thing over and over in this game, right? I'm just, I'm very, very strong. I have a very, very strong build, right? I mean, it doesn't have much survivability, but it's very, very strong, right? I just basically need 5 hits to kill any kind of a boss. And I was like, well, is it the Dark Souls experience that we want to have? Maybe not. Not me, probably. I could focus better if I do this. Yeah. Maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, looks not bad, if I do say so myself, right? I don't see many cases of excess material anywhere, and I will be able to cut the excess pins anyhow, so it doesn't matter too much, right? Yeah, sorry for fingering the camera, but I just needed to adjust focus because this camera does not have autofocus, unfortunately. Okay, what's in focus here? Is this in focus? Maybe a little bit closer. Yeah, should be fine. Now, I think we have soldered the pins. Now, I kind of wonder because these are also locations for switches. Let's see if a switch fits, and then we'll decide if we need to cut anything off. No, the switch actually goes right between the pins, so they do not obstruct it in any way. So I don't need to clamp them off. So I was worried about that. Now, what are we doing next? They suggest removing the plastic. I says it's optional, so I won't be doing it. Okay, it says don't solder on the Pro Micro yet. Then it's a different way of kind of a soldering approach. Okay, we add switches to switch plate and solder. So we need to get I forgot my switch plate. Yeah, so these are switch plates. They're quite hefty actually. I didn't think they would be so heavy, right? They made of a quality aluminum, I believe, right? Maybe that's why they were so so expensive, right? Now, so we go like this, or I guess it doesn't matter which side. Ooh, I believe I should have maybe, yeah. I did not think of that. Let me switch off the soldering iron for now, because I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Right, so we have soldered this, but I believe that the insides of these things are not very smooth. They're a little bit rough, and I guess I should have prepared them in advance, but I kind of did not think of it as being a necessary part. So yeah, now I need to file them down a little bit. You might hear an unpleasant noise, right? Well, oh my god, there are so many. you know, because I just look at them and I see, you know, the break places. No, the places of contact where it was attached to something else, and then it was kind of broken off, right? And I don't like it. They don't look neat because of it. Let's see if the switches actually fit. Oh yeah, they are just perfect. No, see, wait a second. Which way is it? Oh, this way? Oh, I'm not sure if they fit, or maybe they have to go from the other way. Yeah, I think they kind of have to go from. Now let me see. So this board goes here, right? No, because I did not. I don't want it to be so low profile, but then again, if I don't cut those guys off, then these things is wobbly. Maybe I need to jump them a little bit still, right? Does not work as well as I hoped. Or maybe we go like this. We jump it like this. I need to wear safety goggles for that, I believe. So, I mean, I'm wearing some kind of a goggles. Well, it does not cut off that much, you know. So I think it's well, it cuts off a little bit. Nah, I believe it's a waste of time. And maybe we'll try cutting off from the other side, but not from this side. But anyhow, right? So they suggest putting switches like this, right? Like we put them, like 5 of them, and then we can use them as a stand up, like stands. I just wonder if, yes, I'm worried that I'm gonna put this switch in and then I will put it in wrong, and then it's gonna get stuck there, right? Well, it seems to be fine. Oh yeah. When we add them like so, right, like this. Oh yeah, they should be fine. So we just put the 5 switches in, and they will be held by the plate, and then we just solder them into the board while they are on the plate. So that way, I wonder, basically in this way I will never be able to disassemble it properly, I guess, right? Because it's very difficult to get the switch. Well, maybe it's not that difficult. Maybe we just, yeah, if we just push it this way, it's gonna be fine. So pins, oh, this one a little bit, this one is a little bit, I guess maybe I dropped this one on the floor. Let's grab, let's just grab another one, right? No, they are all a little bit wonky. Yeah, they're not all quite straight. The pins on the switches. I should be fine. Hello, after a long time. Try to fix keyboard. Have fun soldering. I'm going fishing. Bye bye. All right. Yeah. I'm not fixing the keyboard. I'm just making a keyboard. You know, I'm assembling the keyboard. Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, sorry for no streams. Have fun fishing. As Jack O'Neill once said, it's not about the fish, it's about the fishing. So yeah, have fun on a fishing trip. Enjoy yourself. Nice weather outside, I hope. It's quite nice weather here as well. But I'm very excited to get this keyboard made. So I'm gonna be doing that instead of going for a nice walk. Or maybe I should have. Maybe I should have gone for a nice walk, you know? Right. Now, we use these as, let's remove this, these are quite hefty. Right? And we place them, right, we place them like this, I believe, right? So, yep, just align them all, and then, yeah, they're resting on the switches, so they're there is a little bit of dance over there, so it can act as a support in a way, right? Okay, so we switch the solder back on, switch the fan back on. It's my biggest fan, as they say, right? Now, solder here. All right, let me just check. Solder them before installing the rest of them. All right. Well, let's do just that. I mean, this is quite. I mean, the space is quite substantial. All right. I guess if we just put, I mean, the space for the upper, like I don't think you can see it over here, but the space, the hole is quite a big one, right? So we'll just make it very okay. Something is in my way. Yeah, should be fine. It just requires a little bit more material than we would expect. I accidentally again soldered the wire. Thank you. Right, and this one. Alrighty. Yeah, this fan does almost nothing. I am afraid. Well, I hope it does something, right? A little bit more material here. And here. And here. Looks, I mean, to me it looks fine. I'm not sure if they look how they should look, right? But they look fine. I don't see any like holes, and I believe the contact is proper. And the central one as well. And this one is a little bit tricky. Oh yeah, I mean there is some of the pins on the switches are not very straight, so they are a little bit bent, but it's not a problem because the holes for them are quite substantial, so with soldering it does not matter. Alright, and now we'll just have to repeat it 110 times. Right? It's a very meditative process, like watching a movie, except the movie is just about a person who solders a lot. Right? Now, yeah, we have soldered it. And I guess now we insert the rest of the switches. I mean, another thing that we could have done is we could have inserted all of the switches first and then soldered, because that way we will never get a switch scraping across the board. And this way I'm doing what they told me to do in the instruction, but now I'm finding it to not be a very good recommendation. Right, well, but I guess we'll just do it. Well, it's not as hard. But we need to push on both sides. Yes, we push you know, top first and then the bottom one. I'm not sure it's okay. We don't need this, and we will switch off the soldering iron for now, because that's gonna take some time for me to install all of the switches, right? Okay, why is this one to the side? We just go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel very good about pushing with my bare fingers on the PCB underneath, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I did not push this one completely. Yeah, we need to look out for incompletely pushed switches. Oh, we can just push it on the, not on the PCB, but on the plate, you know. All right, and just, as you see, keep rolling till you run out of cake. In my case, the cake is a big box of 110 frozen switches. Let's just get a little bit more of them on the table so it's easier to access. I don't want to take them all out, because there's going to be just a mess on the table, right? But yeah, it's gonna be my first time using a mechanical keyboard, actually. So it's basically go. Oh, what the hell? I pushed out the solder one. All right, yeah. So basically, if you push on this one, it can push the switches out. But why would you want that? And yeah, I think like to remove the plate, you will have to unsolder everything. After you solder it, to remove the plate, you will have to unsolder the switches and whatnot. Alrighty. Now let's spice it up a bit and make it from two different sides. Yeah, and one of the reasons I haven't been streaming for a couple of weeks, except the fact that I've found myself like, I mean, what am I doing in this game? It's very, I'm too strong, I don't feel the challenge, even though my HP is low. Where are all the cool bosses like the gargoyles? Like, would you even expect a person to like the gargoyle, the twin gargoyle boss so much, right? You would never expect a person to like the gargoyle boss so much. But it was a very, it was a very challenging fight. It was a fight that I felt was just the right difficulty for me, like having no HP but having a very strong kind of weapons, right? I felt it was just right for me, and after that everything was like almost perfunctory, like yeah, I have to go to the capital, yeah, I have to deal with Margit, who was actually not a bad guy, right? he he's not like a lonesome down meter. He is not a bad guy. He was just, you know, doing what he believed was right, and it was not some kind of a twisted interpretation of what's right and what's not right. It just was, you know, he just knew that you cannot access the the Elden Ring because of the tree, right? And he did not want to burn the tree down. So yeah, that's why he stayed on guard for like a Canadian. He stood on guard for Leyndell. It started to look mighty nice. Look at those buttons, clicky clicky. Not even clicky clicky, they are mechanical, but they are very, very silent. Let's see if the micro picks it up at all. You cannot see that I'm clicking, but you can believe me. Let me. All right. I can see you can hear it just a little bit when I bop on it with conviction. Dang, it really hurts my finger to push them in. There's gotta be a better way. Right? I guess pushing with my left hand as well as my right one. That's the better way. Those clicks, they worry me a little bit. Oh, someone, what was that? A message. Let me just answer this message real quick. No, wait. It was on Discord. Let me see. All right, it was just a friend asking if I want anything from the shop. Now then, oh, I forgot to close my door, so I will just do it now so that I'm not bothering anyone who might be at home at some point at least. All right. Don't worry, we'll get back to soldering in no time. Yeah, I will have to solder all of them. So yeah, the stream will have what it says on the tin, right? And then, I got sucked into hardcore WoW because I was like, dang, I'd quite like to have this herbalism profession, but I don't want to change my current profession, but I would like to pick some expensive and necessary ingredients in WoW, right? And so I was like, what should I do? Because I don't really enjoy leveling characters just for the sake of profession, right? I was like, come on, I've seen this content a million billion times, right? There should be a better way. Maybe we can push it with the tweezers. No, this one's already pushed. Which one? This one's not pushed. It does not want to push. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Because I like a good challenge, and I need a character with herbalism. So I'm like, yeah, I will just level up a hardcore character with herbalism, so that I'm able to pick those expensive materials. Oh, now it's not as wobbly. It just stands firm. It's a very good lesson on the combined forces, because one is a very easy to push down, right? You just push it with a finger, right? And then you try to push all of them with one finger, and it's quite difficult. So you have to overcome the combined resistance. which even though one is very, very little, but when there is like a 55, it's not even 55 yet, it's about 3, 6, 9. It's 9 by 9, 9, 18, 27. It was 32, exactly 32. Exactly 32. Well, I'm not now putting the 33rd, right? So yeah, it was quite a task. I hope I didn't miss any. Oh yeah, this one is not inserted properly. That's well, they seem to be fine, you know. Well, I have already soldered the angle, the corner ones, right? So it should be already well oriented. Now, let's continue assembling it now. Um, um, all right, another message. Let's say try gold. All right, let's continue with our endeavors. My fingers will need a break. Well, I guess they will get a break when I'm gonna be soldering. But on the other hand, I will need the full dexterity of my right hand when I'm soldering, right? Because, and I guess left hand as well, because I don't want neither the soldering iron nor the soldering wire to be wobbly. Because if they're gonna be wobbly, the solder is gonna go every which way, and it's not gonna be a pretty sight, and then I will have to fix it somehow, and I'm not very good at fixing it yet. And I don't think I'll ever be. All right. I hope there is enough. Well, it looks like there is enough switches, but you know, let's see. No, these ones are very, very crooked. Even though they were promising they were not crooks. Now let's get some more of them in a great big pile. Yeah, it's quite meditative. It's instead of going to nature, you interact with culture, because we know culture is all that mankind has ever invented. So this keyboard is a piece of culture, human culture. When I die, if I die, and someone's gonna find this in my stuff, I guess they'll be happy to find it, because it's gonna be a nice piece of equipment, right? And they will also, you know, maybe reflect on the workmanship that was put into all of those elements, because I'm merely assembling them, right? I'm merely assembling this keyboard. Like, I did not invent the switches, I did not invent the PCBs, I did not invent the, you know, circuit boards. Well, PCBs are circuit boards. I did not invent the microcontrollers. I'm just, you know, putting them all together, and that's not a very, it's not a very, let's say, a complicated thing to do. It's just align, click, something that a monkey might be able to do after a certain training. But I don't think the monkey would be able to use the soldering iron without burning itself and just throwing the soldering iron very, very far away. Or maybe they will be able to learn to use it with a proper training. You know, it's gonna be quite quite the ride if the switches are broken. I just have to hope that they are not, because otherwise, I mean, I don't have a plan for that situation, right? I guess I should have maybe soldered the microcontroller and test. Well, I mean, I can only test the switch only after it's in. Well, I guess I could have tested the switches before soldering them into the board, right? So that they are still easy to take out. Because I'm not really sure, because this this thingy doesn't really work for removing the for desoldering. Well, I googled how to solder, looked at some tutorials. I believe I'll be able to do the same for desoldering. It's just gonna take me some time, right? All right, now let's see how difficult it is to push all of them. Oh, it's quite hard actually. Now, isn't it a beauty? Like, you can't really maybe see it because of the lighting, but yeah, this, I mean, those equal rows and columns, it's just something beautiful in it, isn't it? And I think it's gonna be easy to clean because it doesn't have many empty spaces. I mean, there's gonna be a big empty space on the side. I'll have to think of some kind of a things to cover the sides of this piece. Right, let's just solder them all. On. Okay, it's losing. Let's see, 355 was fine, I believe. Yeah, it's heating. Oof. Now there is one tricky one over there. USB 1. Okay, yeah, so those two things that they are there so that every side could be either left or right, and it's gonna be fine. This is a microcontroller, but I mean they're a little bit weird there in a way. But well, I hope I did it the right way. Yeah, because if you rotate it like this. Oh no, yeah, they're gonna be just connecting over there, here to like here. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, let's solder on. That's a very nice pan that I will be using prolifically. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, my smallest fan. Well, it's kind of a it works on many different levels, you know. It is my only fan, and it is my smallest fan. Right, oh my god, there is so. Let's maybe move camera a little bit closer. It's a little bit. Oh, you're seeing what you're not supposed to be seeing. Why is the because I ran out of cable, so the camera has quite a. Let me remove the soldering iron for now before I solder myself or something. Now, and let's make it a little bit like this. Is it in focus? No. I'm difficult to judge what is in focus and what isn't. That's too much. That's just right. Okay. Let's Yeah, you just feed the wire to the board and the solder just flows. Very, very easy. So if you were looking to pick up soldering, don't be afraid. It's easier than it looks. I mean, it's just as easy as it looks, because it actually looks easy as well. I was always afraid that I'm gonna spill. I guess the thing that you are seeing the most is my giant hand, right? Let me see. Well, I guess you can kind of see what I am doing, but your hand just takes the stage, let's say. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Just I also bought like 2 spools of this wire, because I was like, well, I don't know how much I'm gonna need, and if I run out, well, then I will have to wait more time to get a new one. So I'd better buy it with spare. So I did. Now I see that I probably have bought way too much. No, when the fan is quite close, it is very efficient in sucking the fumes away, and it's very nice not to smell the flux. Oh, that's way too much. Okay, I forgot to clean the tip. I hope this doesn't break anything. It's just, when I see that it kind of seemingly flows onto the board itself, I'm like, oh, god dang it, I'm gonna break my beautiful future keyboard. This one was a little bit sloppy. I mean, again, you cannot really see what exactly is happening on the board, and I don't think I can bring camera any closer. But I may try. Oh no, the cable will not allow it, and I can guess I can make it lower on the stand, just a tiny bit, right? It should be fine, like this. Yeah, and then we go like that, and a little bit more down, and the focus, is it in focus? Do we need to increase the focus just a little bit more? No. Yeah, well, it still probably will not be very visible. Where I wonder where the focus is. Let me just fix it again. Let's see. No, that's worse. That's way worse. Oh, that's kind of better. Anyway, I wonder, where do you live and where do you work that you can go fishing in the middle of Thursday, right? Well, I guess maybe that's none of my business. I'm just, curious. That was a little bit sloppy. Oh, this one already soldered. Yeah, this copper wire works wonders for cleaning the tip. I soldered it accidentally. It's a little bit more material. Yeah, perfect. Well, that was not as perfect as I hoped. Well, they are still connected, so it doesn't matter if I solder it like cleanly or it spreads to a little bit further, because those things, they are connected anyhow. They're part of the same circuit. So, yeah. Just, oh yeah, we need to get the film extractor closer. The fumes are nasty. I'm also afraid that I'm gonna, heat the pin too much, and it's gonna melt the connector itself, right? This is another consideration, because I need to have the tip quite at a quite high temperature for silver, at least that's what they tell me. And I noticed that sometimes it heats way too much and melts through a pin header plastic, which is no good. Yep, perfect. Another consideration is not to accidentally stick the soldering iron to a random place on the board and bungling everything up. A little bit more of that should be fine. A bit more of this. Yeah, you can be a little bit sloppy. If someone's writing to me again. Alrighty. I just, accidentally bought, not accidentally, but we bought some instant coffee, because I got to drinking, let me call it milk, coffee milk, because I just heat milk up in the, oh, that's not right, in the microwave, and then it gets really, really hot. And then I put some instant coffee in it, right? Because I tried to add milk to. Wait a second. I tried to add milk to just coffee that was made with water from the kettle, and every time I was, disappointed by the taste. But then I was like, well, what is the thing that I like the most in coffee with milk? The milky taste of coffee, not the like water. So I'm like, all right, what if I just heat milk and dissolve the instant coffee in it? And it, especially when I use the like vegan or vegetarian milk, whatever you might want to call it, it is very, very tasty. Oh, it doesn't flow well over there. So I started doing that, but recently we have run out of instant coffee, so we saw some, no-name brand coffee in a supermarket. Sometimes the supermarket, they go and make, brand of something of their own, right? So it's like Remy coffee, Remy cheese, out. What's it? I don't know. Right? And we thought like, well, probably the instant coffee is still like produced in the same plant as every other instant coffee. It's made out of same coffee beans probably. All right. So what's the big deal? What's the big difference between different types? Why not buy just the no-name brand? And boy, were we wrong. Right? This instant coffee is extremely. I drank a cup of it yesterday, and I can still taste the bitterness and the burn on my tongue, because it tasted like it was burnt to a crisp and very bitter. I mean, maybe it's just the way these particular coffee beans were roasted, and maybe some people like it this way, but no, me, not me. Oh boy, not me. So yeah, now my friend is texting me about, like, do you want a better coffee? And I'm like, hell yeah, get me that Jacob's Gold or whatnot. Now there is some kind of a connector that says extra data on the board. I'm not sure what it does. Well, I guess I will be always able to open it from the solder side and solder something additional onto it. Not sure about the RGB board. Well, there is a space for RGB. I guess we can place something over here later, so it is possible. Maybe then. Perfect. Come on, slow. It doesn't want to slow a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna have quite a lot of wire left still, I believe. Well, the more fun for further, project, or for fixing if something goes wrong. Or is it like anything? I always confuse the two. But sometimes you use something, sometimes you use anything. And with the language, sometimes it either feels right or feels wrong. And to say some phrase, it's not necessarily why it is right, why it is wrong. It's just, you say it and it just does not roll off the tongue as easily. But you feel stupid for trying to correct yourself, because, I mean, everyone understood what you were trying to say. So, like, whatever. It is clear enough what I wanted to say. I will not belabor the point, as they say. Then I I'm hunching a little bit over this board. Maybe I can lower the seat a little bit. I'm not as hunched. Yeah. I'm glad you can't see my face, because right now I'm in full-on timeout mode, because I'm very focused on this task. Let's see. Imagine we still have to do the same with the second half. I wonder, do you even need solder for some of those? Maybe you can just bend them so that they have contact with the contact area, and they should work just like that. But I guess soldering them in place is a way to secure the connection, so it does not buckles under the pressure. And oh, I forgot to solder here. You have to inform me about the ones that I miss, right? Let's see. Okay, these ones are all in. Okay, continuing with these ones. Yeah. So yeah, I have been, spending quite a lot of time in WoW Hardcore, and it's an experience that is quite dissimilar to the experience of a regular WoW, right? It's a whole other atmosphere, whole other camaraderie even. And you play differently when you play hardcore, because every every shortcut that you're trying to take, every rash decision can lead to your demise and loss of dozens of hours, right? So yeah, and as you don't have access to the auction house, right, you have to trade with your hardcore compatriots. And because like in hardcore you can't really farm any money, because the only money that you get is the money from the NPCs, not from other players in any way, right? And so basically you trade with other hardcore players and everything is free for you, but you also provide friendly services and goods for them, right? Maybe the same with just leveling. When you're leveling with the guild and they help you out, it's maybe the same. But I never really experienced that guild leveling, because I always played basically a level as fast as possible, and in regular mode you just do it quick and take risks and just do the hardest quests and hope that they work. Or you can even, you can oh, the only message, and it's a bot. It's a perch. No, it's just timeout. I wanted to ban him. Doesn't matter, right? Because in regular mode you can just grab a high level into your party and then walk to every single quest and have that high level kill the quest mob, for example. Even if you don't get the experience for the mob kill itself, you can still get the experience for finishing the quest. So it's very, very, very easy. Hardcore, you cannot really do it. You can ask someone to be, close to you and help you out in tough situations. But they cannot be in the same party as you, because there is a limit of like 5 levels. So all the party members should be within 5 levels of one another. It's great fun. It's very conducive to spending quite a lot of time in WoW, and it influences real life, unfortunately, because I'm having so much fun in hardcore WoW that I am neglecting some of my real life duties, unfortunately. Alrighty then. Come on, slow! Doesn't slow. Okay, it's decided to slow. Now the question is, do we finish with those switches and then switch to the other side, or do we finish this side completely, like with microprocessor and whatnot, and then we have a finished product on our hands, right? I mean, I guess it would be more interesting to finish one half and then move to the other. Come on, slow. It did. It decided to do it. And as for low profile, I think we can always, disassemble it a little bit and then cut the excess pins off. Right? Yeah. I always solder the solder wire to the board. That's not a good strategy, I believe. I just need to be sure that I'm not shorting any kind of contacts, I believe, because otherwise the button will be always pressed. And we don't want this, do we? All right. Now back to square one, but a row. It's the last row. We almost finished with this row. Let's see. A little bit more material. Yeah, nice and cute soldier. Cute soldier. I mean, that's a little bit different imagery than than one might have usually. And we also do like this so that it blows the fumes away and not. Oh yeah, we can just do it like this. But then it solidifies way too quickly. All right, we cannot really do it. It solidifies way too quickly and doesn't flow. Yeah, that's why they use, exhaust and not exhaust and not the fan, right? Not forward blowing fan, but exhaust a fan. It's relatively okay. And we can also, blow it with just our breath, because God gave us lungs not for nothing, but for blowing air onto PCBs, so that the fumes don't go inside our lungs. It's a defense mechanism, isn't it, though? Watched Enel finally returned from his vacation, where he again got, disappointed in humanity when he saw how real life people interact with each other and with the presence of technology and whatnot, and what they consume in terms of content. Yeah, because they sometimes go on Disney cruises, which, I mean, I understand, like, they have a little kid, but some people, like adults, go there and as well, not just for the kids' sake. And there is a kind of a very special breed of people sometimes that he encounters there, but not only there, in different travels as well. And I hear his stories, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I don't really want to go outside and talk to many people, right? Because you hear those stories and you're like, yeah. And this is probably the majority of humanity. So what am I talking about? Like, he was, especially, for example, talking about this, how the older generation uses technology, for example, right? So one particular story that he told was there was a granddad in a motorized scooter who was with his granddaughter, and they were queuing for something on like a Disney cruise or whatever that was, right? And okay, let me check if I. And so the granddad was like holding his phone right in like 2 centimeters from his face and just watching some brain rot TikToks or shorts or YouTube shorts or something like that, right? And when his granddaughter was too slow to move when the queue moved, he honked at her like with the horn of the motorized scooter. And that's one thing. But another thing is that another that I saw on Reddit as well, that kind of applicable to this situation a little bit. It's that the generation that previously was using the internet, hello my lady, oh hello meow kitty meow purr, I am assembling the keyboard right now. I have already soldered all the switches on this side. Now let's see what I need to do for the other side. Rest of the switches, Soldier Pro Pro Micros. Clip the switches, clip the switch pins so the switches will be covered up by the controller. So the pin don't come in contact with the controller. So we need to clip those. Cool, but where is your friend then? Which friend? Which friend do you mean? My friend. You are my friend, aren't you? And where you are, I don't know. You're probably in the living room. Are you there? Alright, should be fine. You said you were going to stream for a friend. Ah, well, I don't know where they are. Maybe they're just lurking. Let me ping them. Just like that. Right? Maybe they'll come later. Yeah, here. I mean, you're here. You're my friend. Right? I'm streaming for you as well. I mean, this is way too much material. All right, let's see what we have to do. Right, so this is gonna be the. Let's say that we finish the left one first. It doesn't really matter in which order we do it. But yeah, I will also it will be resting. Okay, wait a second. It says add a piece of electrical tape on top of the clipped pins. I think I will have to do it. I think that's an important part of the process, but I will need to find the. Do you have a lot of materials left for me to base? I have quite a lot, don't worry. But I need electrical tape. Do you know where it might be? All right, one extensive search for an electric tape and a short trip to a store later. I got my electric tape here because the instruction calls for it. Like it calls to cover the contacts over here, like with like between the pins with electric tape, so that the microcontroller does not rest on the contacts, right? Okay, what is the width of the tape? Let's see if it's too much or if it's just right. I think it's a little bit too much, so we'll have to we'll have to cut it a little bit. So we cut it once like this, and then we cut it maybe about let's say 4/5, or maybe even, yeah, I guess it's 4/5 away, and it should be just what we need over here. Right, and then we cut the end off about here. Perfect. So yeah, we covered the contacts with the electric tape so that I don't think the microchip will rest on the contacts anyhow, right? But you know, to be on the safe side, we'll put some electric tape on top of them, right? It will not hurt the buttons, but if it matters for the chip for the controller, it's better to have it than not to have it, right? Yeah, better welcome to the stream, everyone who joined us once again. Yeah, I had to go and grab the electric tape for this small strip. Well, I will also need the same piece of tape for the other side. So yeah, it's over here between the pins, so that the microcontroller that I'm gonna be installing here, right, it does not rest on the soldered contacts of the switches, right? Now, what do we do next? Okay, place a Pro Micro onto the header pins. We place it face down, if I recall correctly, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, D3, D2, ground, 04. Let's see, 04 is about here. Yeah, that should be right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it rests on the header pins, you know, on the black things. But I guess it's better, you know, safe than sorry. I mean, it said it's optional to remove the plastic, right? The plasticky things. I hope it does not affect my ability to. Well, I guess it's just gonna be a little bit harder. Well, I guess I still be chopping off those things, so that's not such big of an issue. But if not, well, I need to check how long the screws are, so that I don't get into a situation where you know, I solder the thing, and I mean, I guess you can screw it as tight or as loose as you want, so it gives quite let's see the minimum height. What the minimum height is, and considering we'll be chopping off the pins, I think that's more than enough. Yeah. All right, should be fine. Let's remove the stand for now. So yeah, I decided to finish with one half and then move on to another. Now let's see. Solder the header pins to the Pro Micro. Okay, and let's switch the soldering iron once again. Oh, I did not switch this thing. Just a second. Oh, you can't even see my soldering iron. Okay, we are heating it to 350. It should be just about right. My wire. Okay, how? Yes, and this would be more convenient way. I mean, there are some, you know, pins over here like F0, F1, C7, D5, and I don't know, B7, but there is nothing to connect there, so I'm not sure if I need to solder anything to them. But I mean, then the pins have nothing. Now we know where to go. Right, where is my testing board? I will just test when the solder is ready. I mean, when the soldering iron is ready, right? Okay, silver over here. It's still heating up. Oh no, it seems yeah, I think we're ready. Now we have already done the bottom. The bottom part when I soldered the pins to the board, and the top part should be just more of the same. That it's a little bit, the pins are a little, okay, doesn't flow. A little higher. Okay, maybe we go from this side better, right? Maybe it's gonna be easier this way so that there is no like electronics in the way. All right, I think this one's done. Like, the main thing I'm worried about soldering them and shorting them together. Let's. All right. I mean, it's a little bit over to this side as well. Yeah, should be fine. Yep. Yeah, I just see how it flows and then stop when it flows just the right amount. Oh, I'm a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit shaky because I just came from the store and I was, you know, walking around, not around, but walking to the store, from the store, and I was a little bit in a hurry. So I have this elevated heart rate, and that's why I'm a little bit shaky. Ah, a little bit of soldier went on my chin. No, that's not how it should work. Why is the camera so green? I mean, I need to put something, you know, white in view of camera, so it does not go all green on me. You know, it should be, because otherwise, I mean, if I switch off the automatic white balance, then it goes green anyway. So my only chance is auto balance, but then it goes green sometimes. So I need to keep, I mean, I don't like this particular part. I mean, I guess you can keep the green thing so it doesn't go green when it's already green, right? Or maybe that's not a good idea anyway. I don't know. Let's keep something bright like this. Oh yeah, now it's perfect. That's just purely for the white balance. Really cleanly. I mean, you can't really see anything what I'm doing because it's a little bit far away. I tried to put the camera right looking down, but unfortunately the camera wire is not long enough for that. So this is the only way that you get. Okay, and the last one on this side, perfect. Perfectly balanced, like all things should be. Now I just rotate it like so, and hope I get this in the frame, and this for white balance, right? Like give me, no, it still goes green. How about this? I mean, come on. Get me normal, get me good color. I mean, maybe when the hands are in view, it's gonna work better. So there we go, the same over here on this side. Right. I wonder if we need to wait for the soldier to harden and then we should move to the next pin, or we can just, you know, just go bead. It should flow. It should flow even if I do that, I believe, right? But I'm not confident enough in my soldering skills to actually try it on a live board. A bit more material. Yeah, perfect. Like sometimes in the past I thought about learning how to weld. And welding is quite similar to soldering, because, you know, I was working at power plant, like an invited expert, right? I was not the employee of the power plant. I was employee of the organization that was providing services to this power plant, right? And I got talking to the welders there, and in comparison to all of the, you know, workers of this power plant, I mean, not engineers, but the workers who basically assemble, disassemble things, because that's who we had to deal with. Engineers, you know, foreign engineers, and I was on their team, but we had to work with local, you know, just workers, you know. They just were there to tighten the nuts or loosen the nuts and whatnot, right? And in comparison to them, welders, there were, you know, respected and kind of you know, high like high society of power, the elites of this power plant, and they were smart and skilled people, and I was like, man, I mean, welding is cool, kind of, but again, you have to protect yourself from the similar dangerous fumes, right? Over there. Okay, I think we welded everything just fine. I mean, maybe just a little bit more material over here, just a teeny tiny bit, and yeah. I mean, yeah, it did not flow very well on those, on some of those, so yeah, let's just add a little bit of material on those. Yeah, I think should be fine. I hope I did not break the Elite-C over here now. Now we have to clip the excess length of the pins. I mean, that's not a very cinematic thing, but well, we have to do it, right? It says, I mean, oh, it just goes right into my finger. I need something more expandable than my own fingers to do it, because I mean, I'm wearing safety goggles, I mean my regular goggles, but I still can get the pin into, you know, into part of the scenery here. I wonder if I can use the tape with my finger. I never tape my finger down so that it does not hurt me when it pops. I get a couple of layers on my finger, and then we'll be able to just hold it with the finger and jump it this way, because, you know, getting safety goggles, it's like it's OSHA. I went insane again, and so on and so on. I mean, it still pops me a little bit. Let's add a third layer. Right, I still feel the impact. Okay, third. Well, let's add the fourth layer for good measure. All right, now should be fine. Ah, perfect. Now I don't feel anything when it pops. Perfect. Easy, and you don't even need safety goggles for that. Oh, they're a little bit, the chompers are a little bit magnetic. Right, I thought maybe I'd be able to cut a couple of them at the same time, but does not seem to be the case with those angle cutters. But yeah, it is kind of it's kind of satisfying, right? So it gets neat and flush with the chip. Oh, that's a little bit material over here, a little bit too much, but it should be fine. Right, and another one bites the dust, and another one gone, and another one gone. Yeah, you like this song? I remember the song from the dancing arcade. It was quite a difficult song, but I like it very much. It's a very dancey song, right? A very dancey and energetic song. It's pleasure to listen to. You know, the Cotton Eye. No, I mean Cotton Eye Joy is the name of the song. I believe the name of the band is not Cotton Eye Joe, right? It's what was the name of this band who sings Cotton Eye Joe and a Centerfold? You know, it's not Village People. It's no, for the love of me, I cannot remember the name of this band, right? All right, so yeah, we cut all of the pins off, so it's nice and, well, as flush as it could be with my skills. Let's put it this way, right? I think it's fair. Yeah, you can look at the, I mean, it's not very visible with this kind of a light and this kind of a focus, but yeah, oh, that's how it is. Now we'll repeat the same for the second half. Okay, yeah, another tape to prevent it from touching the bottom plate. That's a very good, because I noticed that the bottom plate was scraping on the pins, but then I was, I'm gonna cut them, so it's gonna be fine. But is now my electric tape too short? Yeah, now my electric tape is a little bit, just a tiny bit too narrow. But it's okay, we just add more material. Oh, maybe we can, nah, let's just do it proper, like, so yeah, we do like this, right? And then we peel a little bit off and cut the excess. Nice. And then we go the same for the other side, because I mean, it's exactly the wrong width. Exactly the wrong width with this electric tape. No, that's too short. It doesn't matter. Let's get a longer one. We can always cut it down to size, but we cannot make the piece longer, can we? Now, Zach. Perfect. Perfect, as all things should be. It's stuck to my finger. That's not how all things should be. All things should not be stuck on my finger. Now, and then we cut this excess on this side as well, about that much. Okay. I think that's insulated, insulated quite well, right? Oh, my tweezers! They fell. By the way, why are tweezers there if it's just one unit of tweezers? I mean, I know why, because like it's kind of a two handles. That's one tweezer, that's another tweezer. So together they are the tweezers, the tweezer brothers. Now, okay, I don't think we need to cover this with tape. RGB strip. Again, I don't think it is. I mean, if I want to edit, I'll edit later. Right, so for now we just add those thingies. Right, we just screw them in. I have them, these small pipes and bolts. We just go from, I mean, it's more convenient to work when it rests on the switches. So now we just continue doing that with the switches themselves. Right. Okay, so we can just recap what we have done. So we soldered those pins without the controller. Then we put the front plate and corner switches, so it's easier to solder later. We soldered those corner ones first and center one for balance, I guess. And then we put all of the switches in through the front plate and soldered them on. And afterwards we soldered the microcontroller before covering, sorry, not after covering the solder contacts underneath it with the electric tape. Then again soldered the controller. Oh no, I dropped my bolts a little bit, not all of them, and not on the floor, thank God, but on the table. And then we soldered the microcontroller and then covered it with the tape as well. And now we are like 90% done with assembly. I will assemble the first part and then I will do the second part on my leisure time, because it's basically it's the same thing, just you know, repeating, of course. Very nice back plate with a Kiblio iconography, let's say. Okay, let's hold those for now. Let's remove these things. I think some of them are already on the... Oh yeah, I guess this one was on the table. Okay, I will need some bolts again. Very small. Let's see if I can use my Swiss Army knife to screw it in more conveniently than just with my fingers. Yeah, it just... What the hell was that? Okay, it just it moved. The plate itself rattled a little bit. Right. All right then. Yeah, it has this DIY look and you know, open sides a little bit. I mean, I thought maybe I can just, you know, cover them with electric tape as well. But I mean, I guess I can 3D print something. Oh, hi, I'm back. You finished working? And I'm finishing the assembly of one of the half of the keyboard. Right? Okay, I need more screws. 3D printer, I don't know, there should be some shops locally, I believe. Oh, obviously, I forgot the side ones. How typical of me. How do I even do it when it's already... we can do it from the top. Once, as they say, once again from the top. Because I don't want to unscrew everything and then... Yeah, this should be fine. Right? You know a person with a printer? Oh, that's cool. Well, you know, I think maybe because 3D printing obviously will make it, you know, plastic, and I thought maybe if it's gonna be, you know, more rubbery, then it's gonna be better. Maybe I can get some kind of a, you know, wide, really like wide, well, not really wide, but just wide enough rubber band, and then I can use this rubber band to kind of cover the this side, because you know, as this, it's gonna get dusty in there, and I don't really want it to happen, right? Okay, now these bolts are very tiny. You can see they are extremely tiny. Okay, well, it's not aligned. It should be... Yeah, it should be aligned like this. No, I haven't found my tape, so I went to the store. I went to the store and bought a new roll of tape, like a chump. Well, it happens when you lose useful things at home. When you forget when you put it, when your room is not as clean, then you lose a lot of good things, and then you have to search for them, then you don't find them, and then you go, all right, I will go to the store and buy a new one. What can I do? Alrighty then, and we are like almost done. Just two more bolts to go for the pillars that I missed at the start, right? From this side. Let's tighten the screws a little bit here. I like them nice and tight, just like my jeans. So a couple more screws. I hope I don't lose any, because I think they give you a precise amount. It's funny how you are turning. What do you mean it's funny? What do you mean I'm turning? I mean I'm screwing the screws in a funny way, or am I turning this thing funny? What do you mean? Or am I turning on my chair? There are so many things that the word turn can mean. You can never be sure what it's not a nail file. It's a Swiss Army knife, and it's not a nail file. It's too rough for the nails. It's oh, I don't even know how you call it, but yeah, it's yeah. See, like a half keyboard. Here are the connectors. You can see inside of it, so I guess you can put the RGB kind of strips inside. I mean, I can unscrew it and solder the. It is a screwdriver, it is a screwdriver at the end. Don't believe me? It is. Like for example, here when it's a saw, there is a different taper at the end, and here it's a screwdriver taper. I am sure of it. I mean, there is a proper screwdriver somewhere as well, but it's too big for this usage. But yeah, it's a proper screwdriver here. Alright, so yeah, and there you have it. Yeah, maybe I'll add the LED strip later, especially since the switches are kind of a semi-transparent. So, I mean, the RGB switch, oh, this is not pushed all the way in. I mean, that's bad, I guess. Yeah, I should have checked before I soldered that every one of them is pushed. Yeah, it was just the one, right? Yeah. So, I mean, let's lift the camera just a little bit so it has more field of view. Why LED? But I mean, I'm just saying that it is an option. I can solder it there if I want to, and I can just skip it if I don't. Yeah. So this is gonna be the connector to the PC. This one, right? And these ones are options to connect into the other side, like to this side, which I will finish later. But you can just imagine it's the same thing, but just all over again with me talking, with me saying other things. And yeah, let's without caps, it's kind of nice, I will need to figure out which caps put where, because I can program different keys for different actions, right? So obviously typing, right, one half, another half, and I probably put the numpad here on the left hand, because it always annoys me that I have to remove my hand from the mouse when I use the mouse numpad, right? So probably put the numpad on this left side over here. Yeah, a great, nice project if you want to partake in it yourself. And for now, thanks for watching, and if I ever stream again, tune in.